Good morning and welcome back to Grow Joyfully Homestead. I am finally back in the pasture garden after 7 days. In 7 days, things can change so much. As you can see, it is in a very wild and lush state. For the week I've been away, it's going to take me a week to get things back together. But I kind of like the wild state that it's in. It's beautiful. Like I said, it's lush. And I just wanted to take you along and show you a few things, despite the fact that it's going to be extremely disorderly. These volunteer flowers are looking beautiful. I still have a cabbage right down there being eaten by slugs and white cabbage moths. Oh, these are pretty. It's a different color of purple than I've had. Lovely. This tomato, this pink brandy wine, has set one fruit. I've got to come in here and clear things out so it can have plenty of airflow. And look at the size of the cosmos in 1 week since I've been here. That's at least 12 inches of growth. The calendula is looking great. I picked a bunch just before I left so I can dry them and try to figure out how to make some salves and lotions and ointments this winter out of comfrey and calendula, maybe even chamomile. We'll have to see. If you can see barely right over there, there are some fruits that have set on the Roma tomato. My first year for growing Romas. I know it's crazy. Everybody grows Romas every year. I think maybe I did one time years ago. The pathways still look good where I rototilled them before I left. This triple crop has set fruit. Oh, this one has not. One right there. Have to do the vibrating of the plants so we can fertilize them, pollinate them. Here's a little tiny fruit on the Dr. White cheese. I tell you, so many of these tomatoes take forever to set fruit and grow that we don't even get any until into September. Oh my goodness, look at you. And what's your name? Your name is Triple Crop. You see those? There's some. Wow. This plant is doing very well. Bless you. No fruit on you. One. One little one right there. Oh, two. Okay. How about you? I just got a telephone call from my sweetheart telling me goodbye and have a good day. I certainly appreciate him and his kindness. This one is a triple crop too. This one's a triple crop too. I got a lot of those this year, apparently. What have we got here? Oh, there's some fruit there. This is a Peron sprayless. P-E-R-O-N sprayless. And here is an old German. We have 3 fruits so far. You see how this has grown a completely different leader? 3 of them now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to have to get in here and trim off some of those. Here's a pink oxheart, and look at, I love these things so much. They're little pointy heart-shaped fruits. So cute. Wild. Everybody's wild. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this video, simply because I have a lot of work to do. Look at these. I had like 2 before I left. And now these are multi-headed. Some here. See, that's the one that was here before, that it's all finished. But these are so pretty. So pretty. And look how tall the amaranth has gotten. It provides a nice little burgundy backdrop. I guess you can feed the seeds to your chickens, and some people make flour or somehow eat them. That's a little beyond me at this point. Oh no. There's the first beautiful one we had there. And it's done, and I don't know why these guys are drooping, but they are. That's okay. Take a look at this row of ornamental sunflowers. They were probably 12 inches before I left. Maybe a little more. 1 week of intense heat. That's what you get. Another amaranth, the purple one right there. I have to get out here and weed eat and mow. The chickens are talking in the background. See, this one was tied up and it has fallen over. It's grown so much. I need to get busy. Oh, look at the Bright Lights Cosmos. 2 or 3 feet high. Awesome. Still not as many fruit set as I kind of hoped. I'm very happy with the Sweet 100 cherry tomato. Look at all the trusses, how full they are. Gorgeous. I need to come through here and deadhead the calendula, but I'm going to save what I can. I like to let a lot of it go to seed. Looks like the coreopsis is pretty much done. Same thing, I will just let it go to seed and it can fall on the ground. This is crazy. I'm really going to have to weed in here. But the cucumbers are growing up. They have to be tied up. Wow. And weeded by hand. Get some more of these beans growing up. This is, yeah, kind of like a horrible wild mess, but I'm trying to be positive and say I love it, right? Okay, the corn is popping up. Another call. I'll be back. Okay, third attempt at filming this. It was nice to touch base with my brother, even though I was just up there. We like to call each other a couple times a week and check in with our gardens and what's going on. Grandbabies, great-grandbabies for him. Birthdays and things like that. So I am thrilled to death, but here's my chocolate sprinkles. I don't know if they're cherry tomatoes because of their shape, but they're about that size. They're beautiful and they're delicious. And I, for some reason, had neglected to save seed, or I don't know. Maybe I used them all. Maybe I lost them. It's possible. It's possible because I do that. But I've got one plant here and one plant here. And I had to pay $6 a packet to find these online. Maybe they would have been cheaper somewhere else, but I couldn't find them. So this is another reason to strongly suggest to save your seeds, especially of your favorite vegetables and fruits. Can they cross-pollinate? Yes. But these I know are pure because I did buy them from the grower. So they would be pure. So don't worry about that. Even if you get something remotely in the ballpark of what you wanted, that'd be great. So I'm going to try to finish this up because I have a ton of tomatoes to tie up. The tomatoes are growing tall and therefore so are the weeds beside them, while I'm keeping the walkways reasonably weed-free. Right down here with the tomatoes, it's just horrible. So I need to take the time, if I can, to try to weed in here once I get them watered. A lot of stuff to do. I still can only work until about 11:15 when I'm going to have to get cleaned up and then go watch my little grandkids in swimming lessons this week. Oh my gosh. Oh, this looks awful. 1 week. What I will do is get this row of tomatoes staked up, or more hopefully put up on cattle panels. then I will re-establish the rows, the walking rows, and try to weed with my hands the raspberry plants, which are looking terrible. This may not be the best place in the world to keep them. I was going to try to work on them this fall, but so far I'm completely unimpressed. Look at this tomato. 1 week. 1 week. And this is what happens if you do not prune and tie up indeterminate tomatoes. They just kind of go wonky and grow along the ground. That is their habit. But I am going to change their habit. It's the only 2 raspberries that look decent, and they are from the store. I am not happy. Deep breathe. Everything's going to be okay. This raspberry doesn't look too bad. Everything's just kind of gone cray-cray. The potatoes are blooming, spreading out all over the place. At least my husband and my daughter watered things, because they both work and my daughter goes to school and they're just so busy. But at least they watered things to keep them alive while I was gone. I'm supposed to leave for a week in August, and it just is making me very, very nervous. Maybe I can get these things tied up here and get a cattle panel on them before that has to happen. Oh, cute. Moon and Stars watermelons. Not only do the watermelons have the little spots, that's why they call them Moon and Stars, but the plant does too. You little cutie. Ornamental corn looks great. Better than the sweet corn. I've got a zucchini plant growing. Awesome. No fruit. Another zucchini. Is this a zucchini? Yep. Okay, this is when I hate having to find things through the weeds. You still can harvest through the weeds, but it's not very happy. I don't like it. What are you? You are so happy and healthy. Ooh, you're a black crim plant. Tomato plant. And what are you? It's like Christmas. You're a watermelon. No, you're a cucumber. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to plant and grow things unless I have the proper structures for them, like the cattle panels. Which, this year I'm getting a lot of help from my husband, and I appreciate it more than I can possibly say. Structures in your garden are important. That's all there is to it. Ornamental corn, we're going to have black and red popcorn. Here's the first volunteer pumpkin. Do I see anything on it yet? No. What have we got here? These are hearts of gold cantaloupe. I'm really trying hard to grow a tiger melon, and it's certainly a struggle. Kajari melons, yay! More. These are the Delice de la Table cantaloupes. I really have high hopes for them. It's really funny, but this right here, this corn here, was planted 2 weeks after this corn. I don't know if it's because of the shade from the trees, its variety, or what, but it's always interesting when you plant things in the spring and you have this whole season in front of you, and then all of a sudden here you are on the 18th of July. Things look really different. But we're making lemonade out of lemons. Here's some more watermelon. No, this one is a Moon and Stars watermelon, of course. Fabulous. Look at these little cuties. This is the yellow squash. A couple of the plants are crookneck. And then the other ones just look like a yellow zucchini. So cute. Zucchini. Yellow. That looks possibly like a crookneck. I tell you, take the time, save the money, and get mulch. It makes a huge difference. Yes, you still get weeds, but it doesn't look like I put too much straw down there compared to the other places here where I did. And what have we got here? More yellow squash. And this one is Big Mac's pumpkins. And this is a jack-o'-lantern. Once you get your pumpkin squash patch going, things get a little crazy, but that's okay. More Moon and Stars watermelon. I really hope I get even one. I've tried to grow them. This is the 3rd year. And I really hope I get something out of it. So I just wanted to catch up with what I was doing and share with you the victories and the struggles of my garden. Here's my little flower patch. It's coming on a little bit. And encourage you to keep going even though you get waist-high weeds like this if you do not stay on top of it. And we're humans and we just don't have the time in a day to do it. Here's that one volunteer sunflower, which is gorgeous. Cut yourself some slack, give yourself some grace. Pull your bootstraps up and just get back at it and continue to work. Enjoy the little victories and handle the little difficulties and disappointments. Water things, love things, weed things, and enjoy things that come along. And I hope you have a lovely day and are good to yourself. And always remember to grow joyfully. We'll see you next time. Well, this is cause for celebration. I have 4 tomatoes that are red. I cannot believe it. It's labeled Sun Gold Cherry, but this is obviously not Sun Gold Cherry. It is some sort of saladette or cherry tomato. You see how it's here on the truss? There's a bunch of them. So it is related to a cherry tomato somehow. I just thought I would share it with you. I'm beyond happy and excited, and now I'm going to get one of these tomatoes and enjoy some happiness.